Hi, everybody. It's Joe Chaffee on this Sunday. A beautiful day, as it turned out. Lots of sunshine, hardly a cloud in the sky. Temperatures made it to the mid and upper 60s, even a few odd 70-degree readings showing up today. And here on the coast, along the south-facing shorelines, the sea breeze did kick in, so temperatures are in the low to mid 50s now, as you can see across Long Island and for coastal Connecticut. And you can see the impact, by the way, of the ocean wind when you look at the temperature profile of right in there. That's usually about where the sea breeze winds up coming in during the afternoon hours. And the winds all go either south or, in this case, south-southwest, and they're coming straight off the cold ocean here. So, the water temperatures are sitting right at around 45. On average. Some places a little higher, some places a little bit lower. But this is the problem here in the springtime where you could get quick warm-ups up until about midday or very early in the afternoon, and then that south wind kicks in. But inland, it's almost never a problem. And here, large area, mid to upper 60s, even with some places seeing temperatures up in the lower 70s if we move it a little further south. And hopefully the temps will plot when I do that. And here they come. You can see there's a lot of temperatures, 72, 73. So all this 76 in near, I don't even, how do I pronounce that? Rappahannock. All this warmer air is coming up for the next couple of days. Looking at the very latest visible satellite loop, look how nice and clear it is throughout much of the eastern part of the United States. You've got clouds going on up through the northern plains and through the northern Great Lakes. There's no thunderstorm activity to speak of throughout much of the southeast and lower Mississippi and middle Mississippi Valley, certainly not here in the northeast. And you have a little action here, a little upper air disturbance that's working its way through Wyoming. And when we look at the West Coast satellite, we have a storm right here on the visible. You can see how well that little swirl is. I love looking at these Pacific storms because they really have these beautiful signatures sometimes on the satellite. And arms of rain. Here's an arm of rain that's coming in to the Pacific Northwest and to the Oregon and Washington coast. For the time being, it seems to be bypassing most of California. The Southwest is dry, and again, action up into the northern Rockies. Let's look at the radar and see what's happening. And there's some showers. This is with that high cloudiness that you saw on the satellite going up into the upper Midwest. And there's some action here back up through South Dakota and Nebraska, some snow back up through Montana. Nothing of consequence really for California. And you've got rain that's beginning to approach the Oregon coast. Looks like some of the radar data might be missing in here, and also some rain coming into the northwestern part of the United States. So why don't we take a look at what the models are doing. We have the late afternoon run of the GFS out to day 7. And really, there's been no change in all of this. Now, there is going to be some convective activity on starting to develop here Monday night and Tuesday across Texas, northeastern Texas into Arkansas. There's a bit of a front. You can pick it out. It's right about there. And you've got this low that's up into central Michigan. A little bit of snow on the upper peninsula there, but not a big system at all. That's going to ride a weak cold front through here in the eastern states, and then will be a little cooler going into the end of the week, and then approaching next weekend when we have for Easter Sunday. Now, there's another system here moving across the Great Lakes, and the flow ahead of it is going to be pretty much westerly. I think some of these showers could be overdone, in which case if we break out into some sunshine, the Easter weekend looks to be pretty good. Meanwhile, as we look out in the western part of the United States, and we'll back it up here for you, we've got that system that's coming in now into the northwest. We have another one that's going to ride up the coast here Tuesday and Wednesday with some rains into Washington, Oregon, and then northern California, gradually spreading into central California and back up into the northern Rockies. But again, the profile remains the same. There's pretty much no big storms on the horizon. I'll back out one run. We'll go back to the earlier run, see where this all takes us. Now, the earlier run was a bit more bullish with showers for the east on Easter Sunday, but I'm wondering about this, whether that's going to be real. But another front goes through and it turns cooler. Now we have some kind of storm that goes up into the northern plains for days 8 and 9. So now we're at April 19th and 20th. Trying to get a flavor for the action here, and then another one follows that. So it looks like the Northern Rockies at least might be a little busy during the second half of this long range period as we go into after this week coming up, the week that follows. Activity increases a bit, but as far as what I see in terms of the signature across the United States, there's really no major storms on the horizon. We'll put the upper air, see if we can catch some clues as to what's happening here. And we'll punch that up. We'll go to the wide region. And there's that ridge at the east over at day 15, so we know where that's going. All right, so let's roll it through here. So we're starting here with this today. Here we have that, ridge in the east. We have this ridge in the east, trough in the west signature right there. And here's your flow coming in from off the Pacific and all these weather systems riding along. Trough off the east coast, ridge out in the eastern Atlantic along about 40. No real signs of any serious blocking or anything like that. The pattern favors, some cooler intrusions every once in a while, but that ridging in the east continues as we move into the week of the 16th, and we still have that active pattern out in the west with these weather systems just rolling along. It's really amazing how that Pacific jet has been so dominant. The Canadian polar jet continues to pull further north, which is what you would expect for this time of year. And again, another big ridge in the east. This is now April 20th, and it's still there on the 24th. So this would argue that, warmer than average temperatures for the most part are going to be the signature here for the next couple of weeks, with just occasional intrusions that bring temperatures down to near or a little bit above normal. There's no real cold air here for this time of year anyway. No real cold air to speak of. So looks like a pretty easy, straightforward forecast as we go forward. We'll have all the latest updates. Just check the website out, meteorologistjoechafee.com, Angry Ben on nycweathernow.com for all the developments in New York City. You can, of course, download my app and subscribe to my forecast for just $1 a month. The app is free, and the link will come up at the top of the screen here from time to time during the video, so you can just click on that for Androids and for on iTunes, on Google Play and on iTunes. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the little red subscribe button. It's absolutely free, and you'll get notifications every time new videos come up. So I hope everybody had a great weekend, and the next 2 days in the Northeast look exceptional. Beautiful spring weather with springtime warm temperatures in the 70s to around 80, which I think everybody will like. And we will see you tomorrow.